Ryan Horvat.
What are we talking today?
We're going to do AFC over under win totals.
Yeah.
You know, it's summer.
I get to talk about my team then.
Your team, the Jacksonville Jaguars?
They're one of my teams, actually. Yes.
Well, let's start with the AFC South then. We did this for the NFC, and we're going to do it for the AFC because this isn't just like a kill time exercise. This is something we would kill time with if we were doing a 4-hour show, but I really just want to talk over under win totals and just talk some goddamn football.
Yeah, some pigskin.
All right, so let's start with the Jaguars. I do have 10 to win 175 on Trevor Lawrence MVP. He's my guy.
Nice.
That's all I've got so far. But they're 9.5 wins. I feel like people are going to think there's going to be a little regression, but then also there's not. I might think that a 10-win season for Jacksonville is more than doable. That division, as we know, is bad. Houston with a rookie quarterback. Tennessee, maybe. Indiana for sure. I mean, it's just a bunch of rookie quarterbacks against Trevor. Give me the over on Jacksonville.
Yeah, I bet the over immediately on Jacksonville. I know they're going to be like a hype team, and if Trevor Lawrence gets hurt, they're probably screwed. But I think they're going to be even better, man, because like the first 8 weeks of the season, Trevor Lawrence still kind of stunk. You know, he still had that like Urban Meyer stench. And then the last 8 weeks of the season, he was the best quarterback in the AFC. He only threw 2 picks the final 8 games. And I know he threw the 4 in the first half of that playoff game, but then he came back and won. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Andrew Luck, and I just feel like they're going to be better. Like they have Calvin Ridley now. All the dudes that they signed that everybody ripped kind of actually worked out. Like Christian Kirk had one of his best years. Zay Jones was really good. Ingram was pretty good. I think a good bet to make is Trevor Lawrence to lead the league in passing yards. It's plus 1,200 over at BetMGM right now. They just released that market a couple days ago. I really like that just because I love ETN, but man, even ETN's a pass catcher. Like he could catch 60, 70 balls out of the backfield. You add now Calvin Ridley, like I said. And then on the defensive side of the ball, they should be better because they drafted all those young guys. You know, Walker was a rookie. I would have picked Hutchinson personally with the number 1 overall pick. But I'm pretty excited about Jacksonville. I like Doug Peterson. I like Trevor Lawrence. And like you said, man, that division stinks. I mean, Houston, I think they're heading in the right direction, but they're a couple years away. Yeah, I mean, Indianapolis, I think same thing. You know, I think that they're probably a couple years away as well. So
what happened to James Robinson?
So, yeah, man, like, I mean, that was
their guy, and then they had ETN, and he's like, wait, what the fuck? I'm the guy. And then he goes to New England, and New England just cut his ass.
So he got hurt. Sometimes guys just don't come back the same dude, you know, and they didn't like him there. I mean, that's also Belichick in the Patriots. That doesn't mean his career is over, but yeah, he completely – what was crazy, man, is like he was undrafted, and I think he set the rookie rushing yards for undrafted rookie or something like that, had over like 1,200 yards. Then they drafted ETN. He got hurt, and it was over after that.
Well, that sucks. I liked him.
Me too.
I had him in a dynasty league.
I like ETN a lot, though.
You know who I'm hanging on to in a dynasty league is fucking Michael Thomas's dead ass.
I would get rid of him right now. Doesn't he have like a steel fucking plate in his foot again?
last time he scored a touchdown was like before COVID.
The other thing is Chris Olave might be the best receiver in the league next year. Like everybody talks about Garrett Wilson. He is awesome, and he's got Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, Garrett Wilson will still be better. I don't know if I could buy a Derek Carr hype, man. We tried to do that last year with Devontae Adams, and he still stunk.
Well, now Derek Carr said he didn't give his all. Hey, no shit.
Who admits
that? Yeah, everyone knows that. The rest of the division is bad. Who does Vegas have to take the next highest win total? They've got the Titans at 7.5.
Under. I bet under.
In what planet are the Titans good this year?
It can't be, man. If the Titans win 8 games, shit, if they win 7 games, Mike Vrabel should be coach of the year. That defense freaking stinks. Tannehill is older, and he's not.
Mike Vrabel's probably the biggest gap between coaching ability and talent that he's getting.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Mike Vrabel's being asked to do more than any other coach because his team sucks.
Yeah, and the defense stinks now. I thought they were trying to trade Derrick Henry. Then they probably realized they're not going to get anything for him because they've ran him into the ground the last 3 years. He's all they have. He'll probably still rush for 1,200 yards if he's healthy. Don't really like any of the wide receivers. Don't like Tannehill. Don't really like anything about the Titans, to be honest with you. That's a pass for me. I'd go under on them.
Yeah, I got to go under on them too on account of what you said, and also they suck.
Yeah.
Colts at 6.5. I mean, this division is so bad. And you know what? I'll throw in the Texans here too. They're also 6.5. I think of the two teams, God, I mean, I don't know that. Do they win 6.5 combined?
So I would still go under on the Texans, even though I like Ryans. I like.
I think Stroud will be good, and I think Richardson will be good. But I just, unless one of these teams like does what the Jaguars did last year and just has everything clicking and rolling.
So I would go over on it. I mean, I'm not going to. The only thing I've bet in this division right now is Jags. And I'm kind of with you on the Trevor Lawrence MVP love. And I like that passing yards prop. I think I'm going to play that as well. But I would probably actually lean over. I'd lean under on the Texans again. I think I'd probably go over maybe next year. I want to see what Stroud looks like. I think he's serviceable right now, but I don't think he's going to win you games. You know what I mean? And I don't know how good that defense is going to be. Ryans will probably turn that thing around pretty soon. But I would probably lean over on the Colts. What I need to see, though, man, is like their defense, the defense from 2 years ago when they had a real defense. You know what I mean? Because if they have a top 10 defense and Jonathan Taylor stays healthy, I think Anthony Richardson's a project, and there's a whole side of the field that he just like doesn't see right now. Like if you go back and you watch his tape, even at Florida, but we know he's going to be able to run the ball and he's going to be, super athletic. And if Jonathan Taylor stays healthy, and they're able to put in a kind of like a Jalen Hurts type offense, I could see them winning like 7-8 games if they're able to run the ball and they have a solid defense that could take the football away. So I'd probably lean over on the Colts, under on everybody else in that division except for the Jags. Like the AFC's loaded. Maybe these teams like beat each other, but who else are they beating? You know what I mean? Like think about this, like Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, if he's back to being himself, Josh Allen, like one of these guys isn't going to make the playoffs. So it's hard to say like, CJ fucking Stroud and Ryan Tannehill are winning 8 games this year. So I'm going under on pretty much all of these teams. But I think the Colts have the highest upside. And then I'm all about the Jags this year.
Well, just looking at the Colts schedule,
like who are
they play the NFC South. So I remember I was shitting on the NFC South. Can you get 7 wins out of Jacksonville, Houston, Baltimore, the Rams, Tennessee, Jacksonville, Cleveland, New Orleans, Carolina, New England, Tampa, Tennessee, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Vegas, and Houston? I think you can.
I mean, Tennessee and Vegas are winnable games. I don't know.
I'm going to take the Colts over. I'll take the Texans under. I'm going to take the Colts over. Wow.
I can't tie my money up into that market for the next couple of months. It has to be something that I love because I have so much college football, I love college football win totals. Like in the NFL, man, I got like 10 in the NFL though, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But not in this division. It's too tough to call.
We'll do college another time. Well, I'm going to get all the meat off of the Horvat bone.
Good.